Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming here today, and thanks to the Reed corporate team for putting on another great presentation. I'll jump straight into it. So what's Ordell Minerals about? Well, we're a tightly held, highly leveraged gold explorer. We're obviously exposed to gold upside, and we're really exposed to our exploration success, and we expect plenty of that. Barramia is our flagship project. We're looking to unlock the next gold discovery in the Murchison district of Western Australia at Barramia. Barramia is located right next door to Ramelius's Mount Magnet gold project. We listed on the ASX in July of 2024, and we've completed quite a few drill programs since then, about 25,000 metres of drilling completed. We've got lots of good drill results from those various programs. We're in the middle of an 8,000 metre drill program at the moment. We expect plenty of news flow to come from that program over the next couple of months. So we've got 62 million shares on issue. We've got a market cap of around $25 million. So we've got a nice tight share register and very supportive shareholders. We're well funded to complete the work we've got in front of us at our Barramia project, and also at Goodyear, which is down in the southern Yilgarn of Western Australia, and the Fisher South project up in the northeastern goldfields of Western Australia. We can work these projects all year round. They're easy to access. They're all under shallow transported cover, but they're all highly prospective. And importantly, they're all near mining infrastructure. We've got a really strong board. Tommy McKeith's our chair. Tommy's on the board of a couple of ASX listed companies, including Evolution, the large Australian gold and copper miner. Tommy was the chair of Genesis when I was the managing director of Genesis, and we had a lot of success there. Darren Gordon's also on the board. Darren's a highly credentialed mining executive. He's also the current MD of Centaurus that you heard from yesterday. And Jeff James is also involved in the company. Jeff's also ex-Genesis, a very experienced operator. Our exploration manager is a guy called Ken Popperwell. Ken was also involved with Genesis, and he was intimately involved with the Ulysses project that Genesis are currently mining. So looking at Barramia in a bit more detail now, the project's located at the southern end of the Murchison Gold Belt. That's a belt of rocks that stretches over about 200 kilometres from north of Meekatharra to south of Mount Magnet. This area's had plenty of good news stories come out of it over the last 3 or 4 years. We've got Musgraves making the discovery at Kew there and being taken over by Ramelius. Obviously the Spartan story with the Never Never discovery and Ramelius and Spartan coming together, that was a great outcome. And obviously Westgold doing very well at their various projects further to the north, and lots of other junior explorers in the area doing very well. And Ramelius at Mount Magnet also turning that operation around, and that's doing very well for them. Our project Barramia is right on the doorstep of Mount Magnet. Mount Magnet itself has got a gold endowment of about 10 million ounces, so it's a big gold system. And the easiest place to find gold is where there's plenty of it already. At the completion of our IPO last year in July, we acquired 100% of a private company called Metallo. Metallo holds 80.3% of the Barramia joint venture project. Since listing, as I said, we've completed nearly 25,000 metres of drilling. We've made a discovery at the McNabs East prospect, and we've got over 7 kilometres of strike to have a look at over the next 6 to 12 months. So what do we want to do at Barramia? Well, it's to make a significant discovery and build a substantial resource for our shareholders. We're looking for an Eridanus type deposit. So Eridanus is hosted within a granodiorite, and we think we've got a very similar geological setting on our ground, which is on the right hand side of the slide there. Eridanus sits on the left hand side there. It's currently got a resource of 1.3 million ounces, and Ramelius have mined over 300,000 ounces from that particular deposit. So it's a big target, and that's what we're looking for at the moment. So why can we find it on our ground? Well, we sit under 5 to 15 metres of transported cover. So the first prospectors, the early explorers, they could not see through that cover at all. So that's where the opportunity lies for us. Exploration really began there in 2009 when IGO started work there. They completed a small program. Exploration then progressed very slowly for really until we took it on in 2024 at the completion of, at the start of our life on the ASX. So what we're looking at, that orange zone that runs across on the right-hand side there, that's the granodiorite intrusion that we're targeting at the moment. So over the first 12 months, we've done lots of drilling, and we think our find and Eridanus strategy is really coming together. We've been focused on the area from McNab southwest to the furnace on the right-hand side there. That's about 2.5 kilometres of strike. We're looking within that orange shaded area with the white outline. That's the granodiorite intrusion that I've been talking about. So over the last 6 months, we've really been focused in the centre of that picture there at the McNab's East prospect. You can see the various drill results that we've got listed off on the left-hand side, and also shown on the figure there. So on the next couple of slides, we'll look at a few sections through the McNab's East prospect. So on this slide, we're looking to the north. We're looking at a section along the strike of the ore body. So west is on the left side there, and that's where mineralisation nearly comes to surface. It sits below about 10 metres of transported cover, and then gently plunges off to the east, off to the right-hand side there at about 30 degrees. So we've extended mineralisation over about 500 metres of strike and plunge extent. We're currently drilling in that blue polygon that's shown on the slide there. We've got a diamond program that's going in there at the moment, looking to follow up some of the high grade that we got in our recent drilling, including 0.3 at about 110 grams per tonne. On this, we're looking at a cross section, so that was on the eastern side of McNab's East, this section. We see there in the orangey yellow colour is the granodiorite intrusion. That's the host to gold mineralisation there. It's about 200 metres wide on this section. And the red zones you can see there is the mineralisation. We've got two stacked zones dipping moderately to the south there. Mineralisation is open at depth, and it's open towards you as you're looking at the slide there. So at the moment, we've got a 5,000 metre RC and diamond drilling program that's taking place within those black outlines that you can see on the slide there. Really, this is all about trying to extend the known mineralisation and make this as big as possible. So drilling's taking place on 100 and 200 metre space sections through this area, on average ranging from 80 down to about 200 metres vertical. We also have a 3,000 metre air core program, so the first sort of pass technique that we use to identify gold mineralisation that's going to take place out to the east of this area here. A photo that we took last week, looking northwest towards Mount Magnet. You can see the diamond rig in the foreground there and the RC rig. That's about a 300 metre gap between the two drill rigs. And the red shaded area is the McNab's East mineralisation projected to surface. And Mount Magnet sits about 5 kilometres away in the background there. So we've been focused on the McNab's East prospect that you can see in the middle of that slide there. And we've got about just over 7 kilometres of strike that we're going to have a look at for the rest of this year and into 2026 that we haven't really explored at all. So there's plenty of work to be done. Just quickly over the next couple of slides, we'll just look at our two other projects. Goodyear, it's in the southern Yilgarn of Western Australia. It's an early stage gold project. We're about 15 kilometres to the west of the town of Norseman. We've got about 30 strike kilometres of greenstone to explore. Previous exploration in this area has all been to do with nickel and nickel sulphides and PGEs, so not a lot of gold work's gone on here at all, so there's a real opportunity for us. We've just signed a heritage agreement a couple of months ago. We've completed our first field trip there in August, so next phase of work is surface geochem sampling, and then we'll follow that up with some air core drilling. At Fisher South in the northeastern goldfields, we have an early stage gold project as well. We're about 40 kilometres along strike from Emerald Resources' Dingo Range Gold Project. They're looking to get into production over the next couple of years. There's been no work done here since the year 2000. We think it's a real opportunity for us. We've got all the right rock types, all the right structures to find significant gold mineralisation, and it all sits under about 15 to 20 metres of transported cover. Our first program covers about 7 kilometres of strike. So this just summarises the work program that we have in front of us, so plenty of work to be done at Barramaya, both around the Noah McNab's East prospect, as well as extensional work away from there, looking at that 7 kilometres of strike that I was talking about. At Goodyear, we've got some surface geochem sampling plan and air core drilling to follow that up. And a similar thing at Fisher South with a heritage survey, hopefully will be completed in the next month or so, and air core drilling to follow that. So that was a quick outline of where Ordell's at. So essentially I want you to take away we're a tightly held stock, we're highly leveraged to our exploration success, and at $25 million market cap, I think there's plenty of upside for us. We've had some great results from the work we've done over the past 12 months, and we expect plenty more from our current drill program and the programs that we have planned and will take place over the next 6 to 12 months. Thank you very much.